Welcome back to the beginning / intermediate slap bass lessons. Today we're going to talk a little bit more of the left hand slap. In the previous lesson we learned to play some 8-note based bass patterns. For instance, this 1, 2, 3, 4. Or this 1, 2, 3, 4. And there were 8-note bass patterns where in the right hand play 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. And in the left hand I used the left hand slap or muting technique. Today we're going to play some 16th notes. So if you have a bar of music, you have 4 quarter notes, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you can divide that into 8 notes, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and you can divide that further into 16 notes. That means there's 4 16 notes per beat. The pattern starts with a hammer on from D to E. And remember that I have my first finger covering the 2 top strings here to mute them, because we don't have the luxury of muting with our left hand when playing slap on the pick. So we have to mute, all the muting take place in the left hand. I'll play the initial bass line again, slow. So I count the 16 notes, 1 bar, counting. 1 so, answer, 2 so, answer, 3 so, answer, 4 so. So it's 3 and 4. That's the first one. So these 2 16 notes comes on the 4 and 1. Okay. That is preceded by a left hand slap. The left hand slap is quite like a hammer on, but with a muted note instead. And the secret to the left hand slap is not pressing the strings down, but coming like from the top here and the middle and ring finger straight down to the, just hitting. Actually, I'm hitting all the strings at one time, not only the E string, but the whole. You can see my fingers are pretty straight, getting this slap sound. It takes a bit of practice. Okay, so we have the 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we come just after the E comes the slap. And I try to play the whole bass line again, slower. 1 so, answer, 2 so, answer, 3 so, answer, 4 so. So it's hammer on, left hand slap, then two thumb strikes, and a left hand slap hammer on. Take that again. 3 and 4. Sometimes the left hand slap don't get the same volume. Okay, and actually this bass line is like the same pattern repeating itself. So it sounds like this. 1, 2, 3. I can hear we still misses 1 beat. And if I take it slow again, it would be like this. Then we have a muted, just a thumb hitting the strings. And we just had this left hand slap. So this, when I slapped the last time, it just lies there and I play a thumb here. So it gets muted by the left hand slap, that is, the fingers are just down and muting the strings like this. So if I do that again slow, 3 and 4. And then the whole thing starts over again. You have this, and you can actually make up your own patterns. Or starting with a but the initial, you should just practice this. And that's actually the key to playing some very complicated slap stuff. You can also try and do the same, for instance playing a C. Do the same slap. Can be done. It's more complicated to doing on the E string without the open. You really have to move your fretting finger to get the slap, because once that's pressed on, it's hard to do the slap. That's where Louis Johnson has this technique of, he has his thumb like a cable, and he does this. But that's hard. Okay, I hope you got a little bit out of this left hand slap exercise. Until next time, see you.